Greetings. This is the second part of the recap of the Webex meeting that took place on Monday, April the 13th. I just wanted to remind you to mark your calendar for these days. You should be aware that your work ethics report is due on April 15th, tomorrow night by 11:59 p.m. Make sure that you submit in the assignment Dropbox. Make sure it's in Blackboard assignment Dropbox by 11:59 April 15th, 2020. Now, look at the final PowerPoint due date, May 6th, and the e-portfolio, May 18th. Now, the PowerPoint, I want to go back and reiterate that your PowerPoint that I explained in the past was 20 to 25 pages, 20 to 25 slides. I have decided to reduce the number of slides. You can now have up to 15 slides. I must reiterate, emphasize, you only need 15 slides, 10 to 15 slides this time. Now, I'm going back to where I left off, that you need to make sure that you include or incorporate your voice, and you may even include a video of yourself in the PowerPoint, but mainly you need to include your voice. I need you to make sure that you are speaking clearly and slowly. So let me go back and click on to show you the instructions. You will click on Record Slideshow, Start Recording from the Beginning. Click Start Recording, and when you click Start Recording, you're going to see that there's going to be a little small dialog box that comes to the top left corner of your PowerPoint, and you will begin your voice, including your voice in your presentation. You can pause and go back and resume, but you want to make sure that your voice is clear. Slowly talk, don't talk too fast, but get your words out clearly. And you can practice your voice in this presentation as many times as you like before you submit it to me, because I want to make sure that your presentation flows. You should not be stumbling. You should not use many ums or you knows. Avoid those words because those are filler words. So you want to make sure that you understand your PowerPoint. And remember, let me go back here. Remember your topic for your PowerPoint, final PowerPoint. Chapter 11 is Miss Alexis Morgan. You're going to do research on developing customer focus. Chapter 14 is Miss Adaria Gandhi. You're going to look for articles that pertain to developing leadership skills and managing change, especially with this pandemic of coronavirus. So you want to make sure you center it around that. And Miss Alexis Morgan, you can center yours around how we're providing customer service for you all with these webinars, with these Webex meetings, with the YouTube videos. These are things that we are focusing on the customer to meet the customer needs. I have already given you all an opportunity to submit an assignment that was past due. That's another customer focus. I have also stated I would drop the lowest grade, case assignment grade. That's customer focus. Now, the last one is Chapter 15 with Mr. Patrick Denny. You will be doing your PowerPoint on getting the job. You have a plethora of information out there from career services at Albany Tech. And you can also go out there and look at YouTubes. You can get information from the library media. Just so much information about how to get the job during this pandemic. People are online. They're not going physically standing in front of people looking for a job. They're doing virtual interviews. They're applying for a job online. So tie that into what's going on now. So those are your topics. And I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint where you can start the recording. And notice this recording is beginning. And so when you get through, you click the X and then you go back and play it. So here I'm talking about a previous PowerPoint that was given to you in the past saying meeting essentials. After completing this chapter, you should be able to describe the categories and frequency of meetings. Number 2, explain the different styles of meetings. Describe common types of electronic meetings, which we actually participated in this week. Understand the importance of being a good meeting participant, and I'm so proud of you all. You did that this week. Plan, conduct, close, and follow up a meeting. That's what I'm doing right now. I am providing this YouTube so that you can have a follow-up of what took place on yesterday, and it's a recap. Identify the special requirements of formal meetings. And so we did talk about the different, I talked about the type of meeting that we actually experienced this week. And that particular meeting, we actually used electronic. And the meeting was a one-on-one meeting where you actually had an opportunity to actually look and see me, and I shared the screen. And so these are types of meetings and everything that took place this week. It was a one-time meeting, and if I have to do a recurring meeting, I will. But in the meantime, you have this YouTube video, so you don't even need me to come back and repeat how to talk into or add and include my voice into this presentation. So now I'm going to just stop and click on the X. Now, to play back, guess what? All you do is make sure you're on the slideshow and say from the beginning. And watch. Notice this recording is beginning. And so when you get through, you click the X and then you go back and play it. So here I'm talking about a previous PowerPoint that was given to you in the past saying meeting essentials. After completing this chapter, you should be able to describe the categories and frequency of meetings. Number 2, explain the different styles of meetings. Describe common types of electronic meetings, which we actually participated in this week. Understand the importance of being a good meeting participant, and I'm so proud of you all. You did that this week. Plan, conduct, close, and follow up a meeting. That's what I'm doing right now. I am providing this YouTube so that you can have a follow-up of what took place on yesterday, and it's a recap. Identify the special requirements of meetings. And so we did talk about the different, I talked about the type of meeting that we actually experienced this week, and that particular meeting, we actually used electronic. And the meeting was a one-on-one meeting where you actually had an opportunity to actually look and see me, and I shared the screen. There's types of meetings and everything that took place this week. It was a one-time meeting, and if I have to do a recurring meeting, I will. But in the meantime, you have this YouTube video, so you don't even need me to come back and repeat how to talk into or add and include my voice into this presentation. So now I'm going to just stop and click on the X. Okay, so now we're at the end of this presentation where I demonstrated how to include your voice recognition in a PowerPoint. And when you get to your last slide, you want to make sure that you have a conclusion recap slide. So let me get out of this. Okay, I'm trying to get out of this slide. Okay, great. I'm getting out of this slide because I just wanted to share with you the things that you need to look for. Okay. Let's see here. This is dealing with a previous. I don't need this. I'm looking for. Here we go. The slides. You want to make sure you have a title slide, introduction slide, body, conclusion slide, internal citations, just like you did when you had those internal citations in the report. You're going to have the same thing in your PowerPoint. You're going to have a reference slide. And you don't need 6, you just need 3 references. And remember, go to Blackboard to look for the rubric, the speech outline, the evaluation guide to organize your speech, because you're going to introduce your PowerPoint, but I'll only get to hear you in your presentation unless you include your video, which is fine. I won't be able to see your body gesture, how your body looks, unless you include your video, incorporate a video inside your PowerPoint, which you can. You can do that. But I'm only requiring you to include your voice, incorporate your voice in the presentation. And so the rubric for your PowerPoint, I will look for your title slide to make sure that you have the title. I will look for any animated text, meaning that your text should come in through animation. And that's something that I did from the beginning. That's something like an animation or transition, and I'm clicking right now. See how they go up? That's part of it. When I actually was speaking and introducing and incorporating my voice, I had animated graphics or animated text where they come up one at a time, or I made a transition. So you need to add that as well. You need to make sure you put a footer, and I'll go into that. Include graphics that identify with your topic. It has to be relevant to your topic. Make sure graphics are relevant. If you're talking about, for example, customer focus, you want to have graphics that relate to customer focus. If you're talking about leadership styles, you need to have graphics that relate to leaders that have different leadership styles. Or if you're talking about getting a job, you need to have graphics that relate to getting a job. So these are things that have to be relevant to your topic. You have to make sure your slides are simple and easy to follow. And make sure that your text boxes are not going outside of the boundary of your PowerPoint. And like I said, you don't need to give me actually 20 to 25. Just give me 10 to 15. So I will make that adjustment, just 10 to 15 slides. Okay? And I'm going to look for that in your PowerPoint as well. And you already know your topics for the PowerPoint. Okay? Portfolio. We're now going to the e-portfolio. In the past, you would have given me a portfolio that required a hard copy. Now we're going to the e-portfolio. When you get a chance, I'm going to come back and talk about that. But when you get a chance, go in and look at the instructions dealing with the e-portfolio. And here's the video, YouTube video. So go and look at that when you get a chance, and I'll come back and discuss this. The main thing you need to do is make sure you click on here to join. I want you to connect with my e-portfolio. And when you connect, you click on the connect button. Here we go, and you will click connect. And you will go in with your student email and continue, and you would use your password to connect with me. And that way I'll be able to see your portfolio and add your project. Just like you see my portfolio out here, I'll be able to see yours. So connect with me, and that's how you log in. I'll discuss this e-portfolio in detail, but until next time, focus on your report and focus on your PowerPoint, and we'll discuss the e-portfolio at a later date and time. I hope that you enjoyed this YouTube video, and let's have fun.